Thank you all for choosing to be here. I'm Kiesha. This is You Call This Yoga. We are a local nonprofit in the North Carolina area, and we've been supporting people virtually for the past 2 years now. This is gentle yoga. Again, if you need anything, put it in the chat. Feel free to come on camera, come off of mute if you need that. This is being recorded, so you could always watch at another point as well. Thank you for those of you still joining in. Let us start seated, please. And that could be on any pillows or not. Choose if you cross your legs or straighten them. You might even sit against a wall to support your back. Accessibility also might have you sit in a chair. You might even be at your desk. I've chosen the cross-leg position. And whatever position we have, try to create length in your back. It's okay to shift and really see if this is where you need to land. And if you've been sitting all day and you prefer a different position, feel free to lay down or stand. Your hands have nothing to do. Same with your eyes. Take your gaze away from the screen. Maybe close your eyes. We'll take a few moments to center into breathing. Without any act or doing, watch your breath. There's an inhale. An exhale. And a little pause in between the inhale and exhale. Close your mouth and continue to watch your breath. Watch the inhale. Watch the exhale. By watching it, you're probably feeling it rise and fall, expand and contract. A steady, simple breath will take you out our practice today. We'll start to move. Inhale, sit up tall, reach your arms up, a seated mountain. And your arms might have bent. You might straighten them completely. It's okay if you prefer for your shoulders to relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take a gentle twist towards your right. Cross your right hand to your left hand to your right leg, and bring your right arm behind you. Gotta remember, I'm on Zoom. Sit up tall in your spine. And no need to force the twist. You have breath to aid it. When you breathe in, think of getting taller in your spine. When you breathe out, relax into any turn that your belly might make. Breathe in, feel tall in your spine. Breathe out, breathe into any space your chest might have to turn to the opposite side. One more breath. Inhale, gently rotate back to center. You could bring your arms up or just bring them to your side. And then exhale, twist in the opposite direction. And we have several breaths. Lengthen on your inhalation. Rotate on the exhalation. In those times you don't hear me, try to hear your breathing. You've been watching it, now hear it. Inhale, rotate back to center. You could always sweep your arms up or relax them down. Inhale, stretch your arms out to the side. Flip your palms so they face up. And then draw your arms overhead. Exhale, lateral stretch to the right. Lower your right arm down. Lean your upper body towards the left. Right. I gotta get my Zoom brain set. Look to create stretch in your left ribs. You could always rest your hand behind your head. Look in the direction that's going to be best for your neck. Maybe there's just some subtle movement of your head. You're never stuck in the positions. Inhale, guide yourself back up. Exhale the opposite direction. Find your side body stretch. We want to even sides, but we acknowledge their difference. Press your knees towards the mat. And then inhale, bring yourself up. Exhale, allow your arms to relax. Release your legs, extend them out, maybe the distance of your mat. I'm on this like circular mat, so your legs might not be as wide as mine, but find your preference. You could also sit on a prop if that still supports your back and your hips. For me, I'm just gonna shift to a slightly different pillow. Let's do a little bit of circling. Extend your arms out. And then start to roll your wrist out. And go slow like you are washing clothes by hand. Some of you have been there before, right? The washing machine doesn't work and you're washing clothes by hand. A little bit harder versus faster. Maybe you're digging your hands in mud, so you start to use your fingertips. If there's any strain in your shoulders, you could always relax your arms down and do the same thing. And then pause, press your palms forward like you're trying to stay stopped or you're trying to push a door closed. Do you feel a little bit of activation in your shoulders, your upper back? Almost like you'd be in a plank pose, Kaylee. Push through your palms, pull your belly in. Now rotate your wrist in the opposite direction. You might have to use your brain to kind of think about it. Rotate in the opposite direction. And here you might speed it up. You can even bring the back of your hands to touch. Give this 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let your hands relax down. Pause for a moment and just maybe notice any sensations that spark in your body. Of course, we'll roll the shoulders, bring them up and down. Maybe one shoulder at a time. Reverse the direction of your circles. And relax your shoulders. Bounce them out. One of my favorites, bounce the shoulders. Maybe you go a little bit in one direction. All this is optional. Take what you need and release what you don't. Just 4, 3, 2, go mommy. 1, relax your shoulders, let them release. Let's move to our hips. You can always adjust your legs. Start to circle clockwise, and it could be little circles. Some of us will lower in our circles. If you're on the East Coast, we're starting to find that fall, that autumn kind of season. So guess what I already have on? A pot of chicken soup. Yep. So you can visualize stirring a pot, big pot or little pot. Georgie's using her hands like a big ladle stirring. I'm gonna have to scrape the bottom of the pot and get low. Give it 4. We reverse directions in 3, 2, and 1. Find a pause and then pivot the circle. And then find your way back to neutral. Adjust your legs, guide them in. Maybe bounce them slightly out. Where are my blocks? Oh, here's where more pops might be suitable. Let's come into half of a butterfly. Your right leg, pull it in towards your chest. And then release your right knee down. Guide your foot towards your left leg. Here's where the prop might support you. Make it a little gentler. Place it underneath your knee. To sit up, you definitely get a stretch, opening in your hip, still strengthening through your back. I'm going to turn side so you can see the next effect. You could start to fold into this. Some of us will fold and will maintain the length of our back. So there's no rounding, there's no forcing. Just get a little bit more sensation for your hip. Others might round down and drop their head down. Do what's best for your back. You could also sit upright and allow your right knee to kind of bounce. A little mobility versus the static movement. I usually teach yin yoga in the evenings, but they have me daytime. So if you're expecting really long holds, we're not going to do that today. But you're always welcome to, right? Because I'm the one on camera, so no one's really paying attention to you. Make it the practice you need today. I'm going to give it 2 more breaths. Then I'll use an inhale to sit up if I folded. Stretch your arms up any amount. Exhale, twist towards your bent leg, so another twist. Your left hand, touch your right leg, your right arm, bring it behind you. Remember the concept of lengthening on inhale, and the rotation occurs on the exhale. For a little neck stretch, turn your head and look over your left shoulder. Almost like you're trying to hear something behind you. You're trying to listen through your left ear. Pull your left shoulder down, away from your face. Yeah. And then slowly come back to center. Release your bent leg. Find any movement you need. And we'll do the other leg. I like to pull in, just a little awakening, and then an open out. Different side. Props or not. Think if you want length in your back, a little bit more core engagement, or release of your core and melting towards the floor. Please remember to breathe in through your nose. And breathe out of your nose. Two more breaths for me. Inhale, I'll sit up. I'll twist towards the opposite side. Exhale, cross your left hand to right hand to left. Inhale, sit taller. Exhale, rotate more. Option for your neck stretch. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale, unwind out of your twist. Release your bent leg. Shake things, move things, circle things. Point and flex your feet. We'll make our way to knees for cat-cow. If by chance you prefer not to be on your knees, you could stay seated. You're going to do this rocking tilt in your hips and your back. You can also do that with your legs crossed. So just an option if you choose not to be on your knees. Blankets are always a great support. Blocks can also support your wrist, your hands, or a pillow. Not too much force. If you're new to the table, stay with me. If you know cat-cow, start to move. The table, align your wrists under your elbows under your shoulders, and your knees underneath your hips. The difference of not aligned, maybe arms would be here, not aligned, knees might be here. So try to create a nice table. When you breathe out, push your hands down, round your back up to the ceiling, engage your belly, pull it up really tight, and even squeeze your glutes. And then inhale, let your tailbone stretch up, release your belly down, pull your chest forward, and squeeze your shoulders back. Think of the letter C with your back on the exhale. And the letter U with your back on the inhale. Your neck is going to follow your spine, so you don't have to move your neck looking forward or back. We'll rock for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, go back to this neutral tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Bring your feet close together. You could walk your hips back towards your heels. Your hands might travel where your knees are together. If you want opening of your legs, your hips, spread your knees apart. Your hips towards your heels a little bit more important than bringing your head down. So give yourself opportunity to lengthen and lower as much as you want. We've been moving for about 20 minutes. Hopefully you've been centered on your breath. And you slowed some of the other thoughts down. I give you something to consider. Your mind is a garden in which you plant seeds. Will you go grow flowers or will you grow weeds? Your mind is a garden where you plant seeds. Will you grow flowers or will you grow weeds? Inhale, tabletop position. And for my friends, if you chose not to be kneeling, you could take this next action on your back. Those of you that are with me in table, extend your right leg back, straighten it as much as you can where your foot's on the floor, the ball of your foot's on the floor. Inhale, shift forward. So it's almost like your shoulders come a little past your wrists. Exhale, push your heel back. Shift forward. Shift back. So you're pressing through your calf. If you're on your back, extend your right leg up in the air. And stretch your right leg. You could also be on your forearms. Shift forward. Shift back. One more round. And then switch. Bring your right knee down. Extend your left leg back. Dig your toes into the floor, the ball of your foot. We'll shift forward and back. Consider you would be gentle holding a flower. A little bit more aggressive when we're pulling the weeds. You're still at the stage of planting seeds. Two more breaths. Inhale back to your table. Exhale, child's pose. Sink your hips back once again. Adjust your body to create space for your breathing. Maybe you use your hands to support your head. If If you're on your back, hug your knees in for the full wind relieving pose. Two more breaths. Inhale back to table. Extend your right leg back behind you. And then a low gait. Start to walk your right foot out to the side. Out to the side, so it'll come off of your mat. If possible, you'll get your foot flat. You might have to adjust your arms. If you're on your back, extend your leg out. Maybe you have a blanket or a towel to support your leg or a strap. And then lunge. Walk your right foot forward. Start to bend your right leg so your foot comes all the way to the top of the mat. You might use blocks to support your hands. Those of you on your back, a half of a happy baby would support you here. You can keep your hands down. You can travel your hands up to your right thigh. Please make sure you find stability. So that might be adjusting your front foot or tucking your back toes. You could bring your hands to your heart. You could stretch your arms up. Whatever you're doing, activate your abdominals. So squeeze in through your body versus sinking out. So a squeeze in versus a collapse out. Two more breaths. Exhale, twist. Lower your hands down. Keep your left hand down. Draw your right hand to your right thigh and turn your belly towards your right leg. You might walk your foot out to create more space. You could slide your right hand to your lower back. Optional to float your right arm up in the air. And look in the right direction for you. Consider it an evolution of our seated twist. Squeeze your right thigh in towards your belly just a bit. Gentle, but still stable and strong. Inhale, bring your hand down. Return to table. Walk your right foot out. And guide your right leg back. Opposite side. And those of you used to just stepping your foot forward, be a little bit different, a little gentle. Take the step. Slide your left leg behind you. And then gradually walk it out to the right, left. Haven't taught a Zoom class since, I think it was April, so forgive my direction. Walk your foot forward, come into your lunge. The only person that's rushing might be you, not me. Hopefully you're able to commit to the full hour. If not, guess what? We are halfway done. Remember the hug in, the squeeze in, the draw of your ribs and belly in. Exhale, twist, ground your hands. And then rotate your upper body towards your left leg. Turn from your belly and your chest. And then inhale, table, we'll release. Hands down, both knees down. Exhale, child's pose. Maybe your knees start to spread. Breath in. Open mouth, breath out. And in my email, many emails, of course, we get, one came across with a weekly affirmation that I'm feeling now. My mind has a powerful healing effect on my body. I choose thoughts of total wellness. My mind has a powerful healing effect on my body. I choose thoughts of total wellness. We're going to prepare to stand up. I'll transition you, but you might have your own gentle way to get there. Inhale, table. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes. Walk your hands a little bit forward. Push the floor away to send your hips high. And then start to walk your hands towards your feet. We'll take you towards the back of the mat. Separate your feet or join them in. Drape your upper body or find more flat back position. You can rest your forearms on your thighs. There's also a great space for blocks. So right now I'm more like in a halfway lift, where I can fold and release things. Hopefully your lower body is a little warm from the stuff we've done on the floor. And if you're on the East Coast, it's our midday, so I can't put you to sleep yet. Let's rise up, build energy up, and we'll slowly stand up. You can slide your hands up your legs. Focus on lengthening your back and your spine. Hug in here, find that central line, squeeze in. Bring your palms together as a sign of gratitude. Grateful for this virtual technology. Grateful for some of us, we get to stay in our pajamas to do the work. Grateful for a little bit more time with my mom, even though she's only an hour away. Inhale, tall mountain. Bring your arms out, up. Remember, you can always bend or don't use the arms at all. Exhale, a baby back bend. Bend your elbows out to the side. Now squeeze your thighs the entire time. Tilt your pelvis forward. Peel your chest up. Notice how I didn't say drop anything back. Inhale, stand back up tall. Re-lengthen what we just bent. Exhale, fold. Gently take yourself back down. I like it, mommy. You're going slower than your power yoga. Good job. Inhale, halfway lift position. Slide your hands onto any part of your legs to straighten your back. It's almost like our table, but no hands and knees are on the mat. Exhale, fold, go back down. Maybe you'll join me to do that 2 more rounds. Inhale, mountain, stand up. Squeeze your legs. Exhale, baby back bend. Bend your elbows. Press your hips forward and pull your chest up. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold. Let's go back down. Inhale our halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And again, gentle doesn't mean that we're not strong. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees any amount. And if you see me, I'm not really low, but I'm getting strength in my quads, my thighs, my hips, my core, my spine is nice and extended. You could reach your arms forward if you want to tone them. Breathe in. Breathe out, add airplane arms. Bring your arms back behind you for a little shoulder stretch. It's like you want your palms to touch, but they don't connect. Now inhale, stand up into mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Go back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain, stand up. Exhale, bring one hand to your chest, the other hand to your belly. Relax your shoulders. And just notice how the energy shifted from being on the floor. You should be at the back of your mat. Bring your hands to your hips, draw your elbows back. Warrior one position. Step your right foot forward a comfortable distance. And then bend into your right knee as you keep your left leg straight. Try to keep your shoulders with your hips versus tilting forward or pulling too far back. If you want a little bit more strength, wiggle your front foot forward to bend more. Then feel like you're pulling your hands up your ribs to extend your arms up. That was the side lay view. The frontal view. My hands are on my hips, nicely aligned. My ribs are straight. My arms extend up. You choose how much you bend. Now push your feet apart like they're trying to stretch your mat. Let's allow this to be an inhale. Exhale, straighten your front leg and lower your arms down. So dynamic movement. Inhale, rebend your front leg. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Push into your back foot. Try not to lean your chest forward. Exhale, straighten. One more. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend, and hold it. Just for 3 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out 1. Breathe in. Breathe out 2. Breathe in. Breathe out 3. Lean slightly forward, reach your arms forward and feel like you're going to grab 2 ropes or bars. Step up into chair pose. Nice, George. And inhale, mountain. Exhale, let your arms relax. Return to the back of your mat. Warrior one, your left leg, opposite leg, step it forward. Bend into your front leg, push through your back foot. Choose how far you want to take things. Inhale. Exhale the dynamic movement. Straighten your front legs. Sweep your arms down. Breathe in, rebend. Breathe out, straighten. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale for the hold of 3 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out 1. Breathe in. Breathe out 2. Breathe in. Breathe out 3. Lean slightly forward, reach your arms forward, grab your ropes. Step up into your chair, readjust things. Then exhale, hold. Free to release things, shake things, wiggle things. Think about the garden of your mind. What weeds might you pull so that the flowers can surface? Inhale, slowly stand up. Down to where your arms relax beside you. We strengthen the lower body with our Warrior 1 series. So let's move into some balance. You might get close to a wall. You might use blocks. Let's find tree. Just like that half butterfly we completed. So I'm going to do it in different levels. I'm sure you already know it, so move towards it. Just in case someone's watching this later on and they don't know. I like hands on my hips for stability. Onto the ball of your right foot. Swing your toes out where your knee points out, and then guide your heel a little bit closer to your standing foot. Zip up tall through your standing leg, the trunk of your spine, and then you can play with the arms where they go. If you want to elevate a little bit, place a block next to your standing foot, and then step on the block, right? You're a little bit elevated. Here you might find the comfort to lift your toes up. Gentle doesn't mean we can't open up. Your foot might go higher, just not on your knee. Maybe the lotus flower with your hands, your thumbs connect, your pinkies connect. Hold the flower towards your heart. Release it when you're ready. And circle your hips out. So you circle the ankle of the standing leg out. Tree pose, opposite side. I'm going to release it. You might play in the balance longer. Shake things, circle things. Let's prepare to take it back down to the ground. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Exhale, fold and lower yourself down. Inhale, table, drop down to your knees. Then swing your legs around to the seat. Prepare to lay down on your back. So if you like blankets, anything towards the end, have them close by. Maybe you'll engage a little bit of abdominal muscles to lower. Bridge your legs, stretch your arms forward or hold your knees, and then slowly lower down, pull your belly in to release. Shift your glutes, your hips, your shoulders. Maybe get support for your head, your neck. Inhale, half-one relieving pose. Pull your right knee in towards your chest. Use your hands to hug in. Your left leg could be bent or straight. Up here, breathe here. You could circle your right ankle while you're here and wait. Another option would be to swing your right knee out to open your hip more, but try not to roll off of your left hip. You can open and close your hip like a book or a door. You could circle your hip, your knee. And bring your knee back in if you took it in any other direction. Exhale, release your back leg down. Pause for a moment. Shift what you need. Your left leg's turn. Inhale, half-foot relief. Guide your left knee in toward your chest. You could always reach underneath your thigh if you want. We're here for about a minute, so think of all those options of circling things, moving things at any point. Slowly bring your knee back into center. And then release your leg down. Please choose where you take your lower body next. It could be butterfly, where you create a diamond with your legs. Pulls and blocks that support your hips. Or happy baby. Draw your knees in, part your knees, then adjust your hands at your feet where you want. If you're grabbing anything, try not to tense. Maybe revisit the affirmation. My mind has a powerful healing effect on my body. I choose thoughts of total wellness. Remember, you get to choose where you take your body. Thoughts of total wellness versus what we can't. The great part of our practice is we get to choose to do it. We don't have to do it. I'm also grateful that I get to choose to teach this class. Love supporting our nonprofit in the community. I had to make the chicken soup because I have growing people in my house. I want them to be healthy as the season starts to shift. Not too much, not too little. When you choose to release your hips, close your knees, your thighs. And I'm gonna windshield wiper where my feet go back to the floor. My legs are bent. I'll sway my knees side to side. Your knees don't have to drop all the way to the floor. One more thing to fire us up. Bridge pose. Adjust your feet nice and flat. Your thighs are about a block's distance apart. Press your arms right beside you. And then inhale, slowly lift your hips up any amount. Push your shoulders down. Press your toes down. With each inhale, prepare. With each exhale, you might lift your hips a little bit more. Send your thighs towards the ceiling. Squeeze your buttocks. Then gently lower your hips back down. Your broken bridge, let your knees and thighs come in. Guide your feet out. Inhale. Exhale. Please prepare for a reclined twist. You can stay with me or choose the twist that you like in the moment. For me, inhale, half one believing pose. Grab your right knee. Then exhale, roll towards your left hip as you cross your right leg over your left. And then free your right arm behind you towards the right side of your mat. Your legs might connect or disconnect. I'm going to look away towards my right hand. Prepare to twist in the other direction. Release your twist. You could extend your legs into rest. You might want a full body stretch or hug your knees in. If laying down is not what you need, maybe a legs up the wall where you extend your legs towards the ceiling. Please grab any props that make it comfortable for you. We're in the state of rest and digest. We've done our gardening for the day. Let's let the flower bed rest. The next time you hear me will be when our hour is complete. At any point, disengage from your breath. You might have the gift of time and you could extend this practice, you could extend the rest. Some of us need to re-engage with someone else's clock. So I advise you to start to move your body to reawaken. Maybe you'll draw yourself up to a seated position. We'll close the practice. Acknowledge this garden that you've been granted. It's a part of the greater earth. Think about the seed that you plant in your day-to-day movement. Your thoughts, your actions, they all stem from words. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. That is peace, peace, peace. May we continue to grow flowers, understanding along the way we must cut the weeds. Gratitude, I bow forward. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for kicking off the season with me and Kiesha. Requests are always welcome. Let me know what you need. And classes are free, so you could always support us by liking us, tagging us, sharing us. If you know of any people looking to volunteer, we'd love support in that way as well.